Wow. So, where do we even start on problems? Let's just say this. The biggest problem I see is having with seeing a problem as a big problem is what you've said in the first place. Big problem. If you can imagine, if you already said that a problem is big, guess what you're going to see it as? Something that's usually quite difficult to manage. Oh, and by the way, look at how beautiful it is in the background here. So I'm on a mountain doing a cast. I thought it'd be really good because I'm in a good place. I've sat down and meditated. So let's pass this information on. So see yourself dealing with the problem first and foremost, and you could do this by if you sit at a desk or whatever your job or whatever the problem is, see yourself dealing with the problem. Then see another version of yourself. So step outside that version of you dealing with that problem. Then what you can do when you step back, say 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever many steps it takes, or however many steps it takes, sorry, not whatever many steps. And then when you've done that, see yourself as dealing with the problem and fixing it. Now, you don't need to know how you're going to fix it. You just need to see that person that you'll be once you've solved this problem, when you've fixed it. How will that make you feel? What skills you might have developed while doing that. How strong you'll become because you've dealt with that problem. And while you're doing that, sorry, put my thumb over the camera. While you're doing that, then you're going to gain more and more momentum as you go through this. So then once you've seen yourself dealing with it, build all of the strengths, the character and the potentiality you've got. So how much potential you'll gain, how much knowledge and potential you gain while doing that. And then step back towards yourself and then see that version of you and step into that version of you, then look at the problem again with a fresh set of eyes. See, it's the emotional attachment and the way we feel about that problem and how much emphasis we put on it being a big problem. And what I just did there, I'll explain the process so you get it. I got you to step outside yourself and step away. And as you step away from yourself, you gain distance. So something that seems big automatically will get smaller in your mind's eye. And by making something that you see as big as smaller because you're walking away from it, it's giving yourself the creative space to be able to deal with it and to be able to see it with a fresh set of eyes. Because while you're that close up, it's like trying to read a book too close to your face. You can't see the writing. But if you step back a bit, you can actually see the writing. And that's what we tend to do with problems. That's why we usually say they're big, because we tend to step into the problem because we think that'll fix it. Now, when we step into an emotional state, when we're positively reinforcing ourselves and we're achieving our goals and we're doing well, it's amazing because we absorb the energy and it builds. But when we're in a problem, using the same technique really doesn't work. It usually messes us up quite a lot. So stepping back from the problem will give you creative space to be able to deal with that problem and to see it with a fresh set of eyes. So try this as a technique. And if you want any more, just give me a shout and leave me a comment in my box and let's try and see what else I can actually do for you. If you're suffering with a bit of stress at work or you've got particular issues to deal with, usually I have a solution. And if I don't, I'll do a bit of research for you and I'll find it out because I have the time to do that. Because I love finding solutions to problems. Anyway, next top tip, how to get yourself to see a new perspective on a problem. Thanks for tuning in.